Hi guys, hope you're well. And in today's video, what we've got is the broken Dreamcast that I got from eBay a couple of weeks ago. If you remember, I'd done an unboxing, one of my Japanese console, and an unboxing of this one, and it was absolutely stinking. Well, the smell seems to have gone a bit, so it's not too bad, but as you can see here, it is quite marked up. So I will be cleaning this all out and hopefully get it to work. So I've put a disc in just for test reasons. This is just a spare disc that I had lying about. It's nothing, you know. So what I'm going to do is hook up to the TV and see what I'm getting from this. Okay, so hook it up, put the controller in. Now I will be fast forwarding segments of this video because I don't want to bore you with like all the soldering and the modification of the console. There will be drilling involved as well, so I will be like speeding things up along the way. So turn the TV on. Okay, let's have a look. So power on, straight on. Let's see if it goes. But that seems to be reading a disc, to be open honest with you, and the guy says it wasn't. So let's see if I got this in right. It's making a racket though. It's loud. Right, no signal. That's not good. Maybe this isn't in right. Oh, here we go, we have a signal, so now insert game disc. It sounded like it was trying to read it, so it's definitely reading it, something. Right, okay, that's definitely not reading it, so what we'll try and do is, before I strip this, let's just give the laser a little clean. So I've got some 99% IPA, so let's try and give the laser a bit of a clean. Let's see. Doesn't seem to be that much dirt in it, to be open honest with you, so I'll leave that for a quick sec. No, it's not that dirty. Laser's definitely working because I can hear it. No. So it's not reading discs, so it definitely is faulty in some way. So let's open this up. Let's have a look. Okay. Right, as you can see it's quite marked underneath. There is a few marks, but I'm going to work on that. Okay, when you're opening it, always remember to open the lid. This wants to come off. Right. And yeah, it's quite minging inside. You can see there, all in here, is actually quite minging. It's all dusty. The laser does have a bit of dirt round it. So, and look at the power switch. It's all corroded. So, and I don't know if you can see in there, all the gunk in here. That's basically to activate the laser when the door's shut. So, let's take all this apart. And when you're undoing this, there's a little clip. And this one seems to be really in there. So we get this out. Just be careful. Capacitors hold voltage in them. Try not to touch them. So I will be putting some silicone grease on all the gears and stuff on the motor of the laser. That could be an issue why it's not reading as well. I don't need to tell you how to dismantle Dreamcast. This isn't a tutorial, guys. This is just purely for entertainment. So there's the disk drive, so it is quite minging. There's a lot of dust and underneath as well, so I'm hoping that it's just needing a good clean. So that's what we'll do. We'll just give it a good clean and see what happens. Okay. So, I will be soldering a new battery on it today, guys. This video is going to be done in segments because I'm using my partner's work table just now. So, I need the work table back. So, it'll be in segments, but it will be one video. And screws. this as well, and here, this hole there to get the fan out. I won't be replacing this because I'm going to be upgrading it with a nocturnal fan, and this doesn't seem to want to come out. There we go. Right, so don't worry guys, I know where all the screws go. So I'm going to be modding this. I'm going to be putting, my plan is to put LEDs into the ports. So I've got two options: to take this back and either put 3mm LEDs here, glue them in place, or I can make 4 little drill holes and place 5mm ones. So I haven't decided yet. I don't know what's going to work out best, but I'm kind of thinking I'm going to drill the holes in it, because I think you'll get a better effect and it'll be all the way around the ports instead of just on the top. This battery's going to come out. So I said in my previous videos that it was one of my first ones that I would show you how to replace the battery, and obviously the resettable fuse and this capacitor. So the kit that I've got is here. So this is a replacement kit. I'm just going to put a new rechargeable battery in it. I'm not going to add the LED because I've bought separate LEDs for the modification. I'm not going all out. It's not going to be all like rainbow colours and stuff like that. I've got an actual theme in mind. So anyway, let's get the rest of this teardown done. This one's been really stubborn. If you think that you're going to heat up the board too much, just remove it. Remove the soldering iron. Now, just like that, just work it each pin and it will come out. Okay, don't pull on it when, there you go. Don't pull on it when it's like drying, or it's cooling, sorry. Moved a bit. Right, so put on the new housing for a new battery. So that's it. You can't go wrong with this. It's just one way. So what I want to do is clean that up first. I have this problem with the Mega Drive cart that I've repaired. I just need that to come through. There's just a bit of solder stuck in the pin. It just doesn't want to push through. It's annoying. It's right there as well. It's starting to come through a bit. I'm going to put too much heat on the board, then I'll wreck the board. There we go. Not through yet. There we go. That was a challenge and a half. I didn't have this issue with my other one. So, anyway, let's get to it. That's all there is to it, guys. Just solder them 3 pins in there. I'm just going to be installing the resettable switch fuse, sorry. And all this does is fixes, like, you know, dead ports on your console. Okay, so the fuse, bloody thing. It does not like this PCB. Maybe if I put it in this way, it's doing my head in. Oh goodness. Right, so we've got a 3-volt rechargeable max cell battery. Okay, so, and that's it. Okay, that's all you do. So this will save the date and time and stuff like that. So that's that bit done. I'm thinking about just actually doing the LED now. Yeah, I'll take the LED out and put one of the ones that I've got planned in. So I'll do that now for you. I think I'll use my solder socket. I'm not having much luck with this. Nope, still in there. any luck with these today. No. Right. Sorry guys, I had to do that off camera because I couldn't get the LED legs out, so this is the LEDs that I bought from it. This is the positive, I believe. So, I think I've actually damaged one of the pads. Cause there's, yeah. Right, so I'll have to mend that to ground. Yeah, looks like I've burnt one of the pads off. Just try. It's no biggie because it's the ground, so I can just attach a wire to it. Right, that's that done. So I'm just going to be cleaning up the casing. Right, so I'm just going to clean the case and stuff now. See if we can get rid of some of these marks. Mark here. Silly. It's not too bad actually. It doesn't look like it's yellowed. It does look okay, to be open honest with you, so I might not have to retrobrite this, to be open honest with you. So, let's see. Just take the buttons out. Guys, I've decided to do the rest upstairs because I didn't have enough room. As you can see, it was kind of quite botched up. So I'm doing the rest upstairs. I've tried to get the lighting the best I can. I've took all the parts upstairs. So these are still drying out. I just didn't have enough room downstairs. It was just too cramped and I was worried about the camera. The lights were falling on me, so I think this is the best option for the rest of the video. So I'll move this motherboard out the way. Don't worry, it's not got water or anything on it. But it's really come up clean. Really come up nice and clean, as you can see. Okay, so I will be fast forwarding the video with me drying it all and things like that, but yeah, it's come up quite good, really good. And I don't think I'm actually going to need to whiten it. I don't see the point, because it does look like really white. So that's that done, guys. That's all the cleaning done of the shell and things like that. So up next we're going to have a look at this laser. Okay, let's clean the laser now. So I'll take this one apart. I'm actually going to put new silicone gel on it as well. Right, so it doesn't look like the little screw's been adjusted underneath. So, what I'm going to do is apply some of this to the rod. See if this will work first, and then work it in. So, this will make it 10 times quieter as well, so it's good to have this stuff. That motor looks all grey as well. I don't know, maybe this has been outside. I'm just starting to think, because the more I delve into the actual console, the more that I'm seeing. Okay, so that's more silicone grease on it, so let's have another look at this laser. Let me see. It looks fine, it looks absolutely fine. Saying that didn't take a lot of force to move down, so under here as well, I need to clean this, because this is manky, and that could be another indication why it's not reading it, because maybe that's dirty underneath. So let's oh, it's really cocky. Yeah. All of that was in there, so okay, so I'll put this back together. A little gunk on that. Right, okay, now back to drying all the parts, and then I'm going to quickly put it together again to see if it's still powering on, because as you seen earlier there was quite a few mess ups with the lights falling and things like that, so I just want to make sure everything's back working as it should be. I'm just going to put it together enough so that I can test it. Okay. And there we have it, guys. It's working. Yes. It's reading the disc, so I think all it was is just it needed a good clean. There we go. Yes. Bingo. Working. Brilliant. Brilliant. The only thing I've messed up on is you see the LED there. I accidentally mucked up one of the, what do you call it, the pins on it, on the board. So I'm going to, I think, the positive pin's fine. So I just need to route that to a ground and it should light up. So yes, but it's working, guys. Look, Dreamcast fucking working. How good's that? It's working. Yes. So just goes to show, just needed a good clean. Good clean. Yes, 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 yes. Right, well, let's see if the date in that saves. So we'll enter the date. Okay, so today is the 6th. Sorry if you can't see it, just trying to scrunch it in. The 6th, 11th. Oh. And it is 18, 15. So let's leave that for a sec. Okay. So we'll leave that on for a sec, just to make sure that it is working. I did pre-charge this battery before I put it in, because I've got a little coin cell charger, so I wanted to make sure that it was charged before I put it in the Dreamcast. So let's have a look. Right, so we'll turn it off and hopefully it should work. So the date and time should be saved. If it's not, then I don't know. Yes, there we go. As you can see, saved. So no more annoying entering the date and time when you switch your Dreamcast on. That's saved now, so that's cool. At least that's worked. The resettable fuse is there. So I just need to fix that LED. I just need to ground that leg off, so I'll work on that next, I think. Right, so I've managed to fix the LED. So as you see, it goes on now. What had happened was I stripped the actual printed circuit board of the connection of the positives, so I connected it to this pin here. So it seems to be working fine. So yeah, so just be careful when you're disconnecting this LED. That was an absolute nightmare to do. It's only a little simple light and it was a nightmare. Right guys, so here is what I've done. So if I bring this up, so I have put, if I take this off, right, so you see the holes in there. Okay, initially I was going to put the LEDs in there, but the pins for the controllers are getting in the way. So what I've done is, this is plastic sheeting that goes over the control ports, so the LEDs are in there. I just got my soldering iron and melted a hole in each part that matches with the hole in the plates there. I think that's a better idea as well, because if any of the LEDs goes dead or whatever, I can replace them easily. So I think that's a better way. So I'm just going to place that back on, and I'm just going to glue it, because the adhesive on this is gone, so I'm going to have to just hot glue it on. So Right, that's all the LEDs sorted out. So what I'm going to do next is trim these wires down on each one and put a resistor on the end and then connect them round to the corresponding controller ports. That's your positive at the top there on the left. Is it the left? Well, yeah, it'll be, no, the right, sorry. And then in the bottom middle one, that's your ground. So you want to solder them, the positive there and the negative here. Right, so I've trimmed the wire, the legs on the LEDs. You want to trim the longest one, that's your positive. So you want to trim them down. So once I've got the resistors soldered onto each one of them, I'll trim down the negative. And then I'm going to wire them all round. So I've just had to shorten the legs a bit more because I forgot that I've got to wrap the wire around, so it was a bit too long. So And that's it, guys. So let's put this battery back on. It's going to be a bit awkward, but yeah, let's give it a go. But first, I need to dry these. Well, not dry them, shrink them. Kind of thinking that's going to get in the way. No. Right. I guess the end's going to be a really tight fit. Ooh, that is really tight fit. Yeah, it should be okay. I managed to get it. I was a bit worried there. I thought I was going to snap it. Right, so we'll get that back on. Really tight fit. I shouldn't have done that trimming, but hey, well, it's all fun. Just want to make sure that it's securely in there. I hate this jig for this. This thing is crap. It's not that. There's no things on the PCB to grip it. It's really frustrating. Right. Have a look at that. Right, really tight in there, but it's working. Yep, fine. That's it, done. Right, so I'm going to hook up to the Dreamcast dead quick, see if the lights are going on, hopefully. And then it's the front of the case, you'll see here that I put little holes in there. These are just markers for where I want to drill. So that's the next bit, and then in here as well, I'm going to put 3 LEDs in here. Oh, yeah. So I look forward to doing that. So let's take this up for a test, see if the lights are working first. Actually, I could do with cleaning the board up first, so we'll do that. The board needs cleaning up, so... It says that this is no residue flux, so that's it. It's leaving a lot of residue actually. So, right, okay, that'll do. Right. I'm so glad that I don't have to use this again for this PCB. That has been a nightmare. Right, so let's hook this up. So that's even a tight fit as well, but I reckon we'll get it. It'll be fine. So, moment of truth, guys. So I maybe should have disconnected that one, yeah. And I thought, like, as I've been doing this, what I'm going to do with the Noctil fan, I'm not going to mod it. I'm not going to mod it at all. I'm going to, well, I'm going to try and attempt to stick an LED on it. But the idea that I've got, then hopefully it'll work. So, this is looking promising. Right, there you go. Might be a tight fit though. Yeah, I might have to take this out. I might have to tamper with it to get it. So, yeah. Right, okay. So there's the Noctil fan, so I'll just connect that in just now. Right, okay, so please hope this works, guys. It was quite tricky to do, but I got there in the end. Got there in the end. Right, please work. And there we go. Bingo. It's working. That actually looks fucking cool. So as you can see, I've went for, that light needs to be adjusted a bit. I'm going for like the Dreamcast sort of look, so you know, it's blue and white lights, that's it, nothing else. So it's looks good, looks awesome. So yeah, buzzing, got that working all right. So the next stage is the case. Right, I'll catch you in a bit, guys. Right, so as you can see, that's it back together. So the lights are working. You seen me just wondering what happened here, so it looked like one of the, well, it was one of the lights came loose. So it looks absolutely amazing. I like it a lot. You know, it's really cool. I do like it. So right, so next part of the video is going to be this bad boy, the top, drilling it and stuff like that. I might not show you me drilling it on camera because I don't know, I think I'd be like not nervous, but I just don't want to make any mistakes, and I feel like if I'm not on camera doing it, then I'll probably do a better job. But all the wiring and stuff like that I will record for you. Right, so I've drilled the holes in the side. These are 5mm holes. Each hole had to be drilled in at an angle. As you know, there's little bump marks on the side of the case, so I used a pin and centered in each bump and then slowly drilled a hole, and it's been successful, very successful. I wasn't expecting it to come out the way it did. It does look really like it's done prim and proper. So here I drilled holes here, here and here, and put 3mm LEDs in here. So what I'm going to do in this video, this segment, is I'll show you me gluing in the first couple, and then I'll stop it, and then I'll show you it completed. So I want to try, because this is at an angle, if you see there, if you pop the LED, it moves a bit. So I want to try and get them at the angle. It's going to be really tricky, and I don't want them to come out too much. Just enough so that the round tip is flush with the actual case, if you know what I mean. So as soon as it starts, so what I'm going to do, just get a bit of glue. I mean, this takes, I'll have a couple of seconds to play around with this, so just glue, stick a bit of glue in there. I don't want to stick too much on. And then I'm going to just try and hold it in position. Sorry if the camera's going off focus there. Yeah, right, but you can get the gist of what I'm trying to do here. I don't want them to come out too much because it'll look, I reckon it'll look kind of tacky. So I just want, like, basically LEDs have like a round top, so I want it just flush where the roundness ends, if you know what I mean. So that one's worked out quite well. So we'll give it a battery test. You can test these if you use a 3-volt coin battery. So to test them, remember the long leg is your positive. So yeah, this is the effect that I'm going for. So that one's worked out really well. So if I can get it over to there a bit more before the glue really sets in. So yeah, so we'll put in the white one. And again, you have a few seconds to play around before the glue sets, so don't stick too much on just in case. Just a little bit. I'm not used to using these glue guns, to be open and honest with you, but it's getting there. You could see that I'm trying to angle it the best I can. So that needs to come out a bit more, and I reckon that's good enough for me. Sorry about the cameras, guy. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's my It's my first mod video, innit? What do you expect? That one's coming a bit too much. That'll do. Just gonna leave that to dry. Yep, so at each of these little embossed bits, or debossed, it's embossed, isn't it, or something, the little groove things, they all come out at an angle, so I wanted the tips of the lights to match the angle sort of thing, because if I didn't do that, it'd look a mess. So, but that's what I'm going for, guys. So that's going to be repeated on each side, and then I'll catch you when I'm doing all the soldering. Right, so as you can see, what I'm doing is here, I'm linking all the positives together, and then I'll do the same with the negatives. So what I'll do next is I will show you them all like linked up, and then we'll connect the main one to the power source. Right guys, I've wired all the LEDs together. So here's all your positives together in a row, linking right round to the main one, and all the way back to these positives here, and then the negatives linked up behind them, then back to the negatives. So this main one is where I'm going to be connecting it, and at the end of this red one I've put a 470 resistor, 470 ohm, so I'm going to connect that to the 12 volt pin, which yeah, it's there, and the ground pin to there. But first, let's get this all tidied up and get it all taped back and stuff like that. Right, so what I've done with the nocturnal fan is I didn't want to mod it. So what I've done is I've glued an LED on top and bent the LED to the extent that it goes round the whole of the fan, so hopefully it'll emit light all the way round. So I've just glued the wires onto here and taped them together with the nocturnal fan cables. So I'm going to be running, and it's got a 220 ohm resistor on that, on the LED, and that's going to be connected to the 5V pin and then the ground. So right guys, okay, I am going to tint these and then do what I've done with them. I've just created my own little hard pins of the legs of the LEDs and soldered them to the wire so that they're solid, so that I can just slot them in there, into here, sorry. You know, I don't want to solder them in, I just want to slot them in just in case anything. So, and the ground will just be towards like the screw here, so that'll be the ground for the fan and the LEDs. So okay, I'll just tint these off and then I'll be back and then we'll put it together and let's just hope it doesn't blow up. Okay. Right, so I've added a little pin to the LED on the nocturnal fan, and I've twisted the black cable as this will be going here, and that'll be the ground for it. So what we're going to do is install the nocturnal fan, which is quite simple. So I want this to go up this way. I don't know if I'm best to put the casing in first. Yeah, I think I'll put the case in first and then install the fan. Really excited for this. I hope it works fine. Really hope it works. Oh, bloody hell. Quite hard to do these videos when you've got a camera in the way. But there we go. And is that going to screw in? There we go. And one in there. And then we'll put the fan in. So, oh yeah, that's right. Always remember that it's the label to the back, because it's going to blow out heat, so I think that's going to look okay actually. Hopefully it'll work. Maybe if I twist it this way, so that the cable's a bit, yeah, so I had quite a challenge getting the actual LED to stay on. Right, I'm back guys, sorry. I had to reposition the fan and re-glue the LED down there, and I've tucked the wires in. So let's put it together and hope for the best. So if I tuck them in there like I was doing before, hopefully it'll be okay. There we go. And it fits Yep, that's fine now. So let's put this bad boy together. It's been quite a mission of a video, guys, to be open honest with you. But I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the experience. And I'd like to do other mods now. You know. But a lot of people think that you know, it's just LEDs and that. There's a lot into, you know, understanding the power of LEDs and how much volts and what resistors to use for them as well. It's not a case of just putting lights in the console. You have to know exactly what you're doing, because if you just go and connect lights, you know, I mean, the controller ports, they're like 5 volts, so if you just put an LED to that board that I was showing you, it would blow the LED. So you need to know your resistors and things like that. So, moment of truth, guys. Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's have a look. Right, power, and it's going on, the fan's going, I can hear it a little bit. Oh, look at that, guys. Oh yes, there we go. There's the light for the fan, and I'm happy at that light, to be open honest with you. Right, so I'll turn these lights off and I'll let you see it. I will hook it up to a TV in a minute to make sure that it is all fully functional. I'll turn these lights off. And there we have it, guys. The modded Dreamcast. These are a bit bright, so I might put them in the 5-volt pin, depending. But yeah, that's it, guys. Dreamcast modded. It looks stunning, like, it really does. It looks really cool. The laser's going anyway, so. But yeah, I really like how that LED is worked out for the fan. It's not too much, you know. So you can see it in here a bit though, at the front. So I'll have to adjust that a bit. So yeah, looking good though. I'm well happy at that. Well happy at that. So I'll turn the light back on, get the TV connected, and then see if it works. Right guys, the moment of truth. I've just hooked it all up to the TV. And let's do this. Let's see if it works properly. At least it's booting. I can hear the disc going. Come on. Yes! Yes, successful, guys. I'm absolutely buzzing. Absolutely buzzing this has worked. Just need to wait for this bit to come on. I know that then. Yeah, for sure, it's definitely working. That laser sounds so much better. So much better. Yes. Well guys, as you can see, a repair and mod successfully done. I just want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. There has been a lot of editing with this. A lot of editing, guys. I hope that I've not missed out too much. I did cut corners with the video near the end with the soldering and things like that. In regards to the drilling, it's a 5mm drill bit that you use, and always remember that these little bevel bits they're at an angle. So the way that I was drilling it is I had my head flat down on the ground, and had the drill at the same angle sort of thing to get them perfected. But yeah, I'm buzzing. The only thing that I couldn't get a workaround was a proper workaround, sorry, was the fan LED. But to be open honest with you, I'm really happy at that. I like the light that it's giving off anyway, you know, so I'm happy with that. And the controller ports, and yeah, inside this has actually worked out quite well, this bit. I thought it was gonna, you know, get covered by the discs, but the actual lights are at the side, so I quite like that. That's quite nice little touch, I think. So anyway guys, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and hopefully in the future I'll do another mod, because I really did enjoy that. Okay guys, take it easy.